Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'd like to show you the start of a big project. I'm going to put a new set of hammers on my Chickering grand piano, and here are the hammers that have arrived. I put the number 87 one in position on the action so that you'll see what I'm talking about. And there's your hammers, you see. They all come beautifully wrapped in the paper from the company. I've numbered them all now. And this is a Chickering grand, and it's 100 years old. And here's the insignia that's attached right to the plate of the piano. And so it's a very special piano in that way. It's not that Chickering was a great make, but because it's a Centennial piano, here I'll show you the piano now if I go around here. So here it is. This is kind of my workshop right now. And I want you to see how badly worn the original hammers are, so that you can see why it's so necessary to replace them. Now you see they're all flat on the top, just flat, and you can't get a good tone. You can't make the wire vibrate like a sine curve when they're in that shape. And if you try removing them to make them egg-shaped again, you'll end up with not enough felt, and the hammers will be too light. So that's going to be the challenge. I just wanted to show you the tools that you use. Let's see now. This is hard to manipulate when I'm holding the iPad. But, these are the tools here. You see, this is the tool that I use to extract the hammer, the old hammer off, so I can put the new one on. And this is the tool that I use to clean the glue off after I've extracted the old hammer off of the dowling that is the hammer shank, because it has to be smooth. And there's little blades on the side of that tool. I don't know if you can see anything of that there. You see the little straight line there? There's little blades every so often around it. And as you're taking that screw, it squeezes tighter on the dowling and takes more glue off until you're taking hammer shank off, and you don't want to do that. So that's the tool. And I'll just show you. I took number 87 off. There it is. And I replaced it with the new one, but I'll show you how I got it off using this hammer extractor. And we go over here and I'll show you. But I got to hold the iPad at the same time, so it's going to be a little tricky. But here it is. I've unscrewed it here, and it comes off like that. And voila, that's the knuckle there, the drop screw, and the hammer, the new hammer. So I take the new hammer off. I'm just going to set this down now to be able to do that. Just a second. Squeezing it, twisting it to get it off. There. So here's the hammer shank and the knuckle. And so then what I do, let's see if I can hold this iPad and show you. I don't know if I can or not, but I'll try. I take the extractor, this thing, the hammer shank with the hammer head on it, with the old hammer head on there. Just a minute. And I lay it in this tool like this. Just a second. There. So I get it in position like this, you see? And then I just squeeze the handle, this handle thing here, and off it comes, you see? Then it's loose, and I just pull it off, take it out, and there it's off. That's the new hammer. That's be the old hammer taken off and put the new one on. And so that's how that gets removed from that hammer shank. And I just got 88 of them to do. And I think what I'm going to do is every fifth one, all the way down, I'll just do one, or maybe even every third one down, just so that I get them lined up identical to the original ones, because they got to strike all three wires, not two and a little bit. you need an even tone. You don't want to have to card them. So this is the challenge. You see, I had to send away to the factory in the States the number 88 hammer and shank original, and then the one at the end of the treble, upper treble section, and then I send away the one at the end of the lower treble section, this one, and then I send away the middle section top one, so those two ones went, and this one, and this one, and the end one. So I sent those ones away, and they bored the hammers, the new hammers, on the right angle, so that all I have to do is position them right. I just don't want glue on there, so I've got to use that new tool that I just bought, to this one, to put it on the dowling and rotate it and get that glue off, so that I don't have to just sand and wait till it comes off with sandpaper. It'd be a very boring and very difficult job with the arthritis. So that tool helps a lot for that job. So it's going to look a lot better and sound a lot better when I have the new hammers in there. So I'm going to try anyway. It's a big job. Piano's not in great shape, but we're trying. I had the lid removed. I had the movers take it off, and so it's all set to go now. There's the job. So I'll let you hear it once they're all back on. And the piano's tuned. It hasn't been tuned in about 15 years, I think. But it's from the original owner, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, have a good night now. Bye-bye.